I could speak all night about the accolades that and accomplishments that Emily acquired over her 4-year career at UMBC. But that's not what Emily was ever about. It's not what she aimed for. For Emily, it was always about doing whatever it took to improve so that she could help out her team and help them be more successful. Whether it was pushing through a busted ankle, busted foot her freshman year and having to have surgery after NCAAs, or sort of dealing with a chronic hip or knee issue, Emily's desire to improve was driven by the desire to be the best version of herself in an effort to help drive those around her, help them become better. Not wanting to be in the spotlight and just be a part of the team was the cornerstone of Emily's thinking. I mean, it was impossible to get this kid to pose for a picture at the NCAA championships on the warm-up day before the competition started. But we knew we had to get that pic or else Mom was going to be on our butts. The happiest I've ever seen Emily during her swimming career at UMBC was not when she placed third at NCAAs her junior year in the 200 breaststroke, and not even when she repeated that feat and placed third at her senior year at the NCAA championships. It's when her teammates would be successful at the end of the season at the conference championships, getting best times, personal bests, or if they happen to end up being a conference champion in their event. That's what really drove Emily. Also being a part of relays for the team. Those were the happiest moments of Emily's swimming career. Greatness requires relentless dedication, pushing your mind and body past the limits that you think that you have, and a humility and level of caring for others that is unmatched. Emily embodies all of those aspects, and that's why it's my honor to induct Emily Escobedo into the UMBC Athletic Hall of Fame.
Hello, good evening. Thank you, President Ashby, Coach Matt, and the Hall of Fame committee for recognizing me with this honor, and thank you, Coach Chris. While there are probably hundreds of people that I could thank for helping me get here, I will only mention a few. First and foremost, to my parents and family for the endless hours of driving to swim meets and practices, 5 a.m. wake-ups, hours spent sitting around on metal bleachers just to watch me swim for 2.5 minutes. For the weekend spent traveling to all parts of the country that you never had any intention of visiting, especially not for many years in a row. Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Omaha, Worcestershire, which I still can't say. And then there were the expensive trips. California, Florida, again, Omaha. Aren't you glad we don't have to go back there? While you did continue reminding me how uncomfortable and hot bleacher seats are, you were always there to watch and support and made sure that I never missed out on an experience. So thank you. And of course to my extended family, some of whom are here today, for your endless support while still continuing to humble me, never ceasing to remind me that while I may be the most decorated athlete and the only pro athlete in our family for a long time, I am still somehow considered the most unathletic person in our family. So thank you for that. And just for everybody, Chris failed to mention that the reason that I had foot surgery was from a mini golf escapade. So that's where that comes from. To my husband, who always supported my swimming career, the weekends, weeks, and months of travel, being in time zones for months at a time, 5 a.m. alarms on a Saturday morning, 8 p.m. bedtimes, and never having a free weekend. On top of that, spending hours watching swimming, which, let me tell you, not his favorite sport. And when not watching swimming, having to listen to me talk about swimming. Thank you. To my first, last, and longest coach, John, thank you for teaching me to love the sport, for making it fun, for putting up with my adolescent mood swings, rages of anger, and lots of tears. You have been there through all the highs and lows of my swimming career and my life. Thank you for giving me the foundation I needed to make it to this level in the sport. And then came college. At UMBC with Chris and Chad, I was welcomed into a family of like 50 plus people who helped to shape me into the person and the athlete I've become. From the moment that I stepped foot on campus for my recruiting trip, I knew that UMBC was a place for me. From very early on, I knew that Chris and Chad were very different from many of the other coaches that I had met on trips. They cared about me, not only as an athlete, but also as a person. I knew that I would be welcomed and supported and valued regardless of my swimming ability, which I have come to realize many years later as being a very rare thing. The team and the coaches soon became my safe space, and I knew that I could always have a family in them. Sprint sets with Chris still remain as some of my favorite practices to this day. I am group, especially on training trip, not so much. Chris, thank you for fixing all my strokes, teaching me how to do underwaters, and for the endless free therapy sessions that you provided when dorm life got very messy. The coaching staff at UMBC believed in me more than I believed in myself. They helped instill in me the confidence in myself that would take me to succeed and achieve more than I ever could have imagined. Not only did they help me become a better swimmer, but they helped me become a better person. With UMBC Swim, I learned how to be a better teammate, friend, and leader. My 4 years at UMBC gave me some of the best memories and experiences of my life. UMBC gave me friends that I will have forever, coaches who became mentors, an education that I could be proud of, and helped me attain a swimming career that I could have only dreamed of. So thank you, UMBC, for this honor and for giving me some of the best years of my life. Thank you.